This vintage 1960s Priscilla of Boston wedding dress was sent to me. A follower found it at an estate sale and sent it to me in hopes that I might rescue it. In addition to general oxidation, there's some pretty substantial underarm stains under both arms. You can see there. And then this one extends quite a bit onto the sleeve. So going into this, I'm hoping that I will be able to get those stains out. That's kind of the main priority. And I've been asked before, do all your projects, do you ever post videos when things don't go well or don't go the way that you hoped? Well, this is one such video. So we'll get to that in a minute. But this is a Priscilla of Boston dress. It's got a beautiful train on it, which really is a showstopper on this dress. And I think it is a silk or possibly a silk and rayon blend. It had 72 tiny, these are smaller than normal buttons. And I made the decision to remove the buttons, well, of course, for washing, but also I'm not going to put them back on. I'm going to replace them with the zipper. And I did this because I'm very experienced with doing these buttons, and that's with the regular sized one, they can be a challenge. And with these being so small and with there being so many of them, to avoid any frustration, I'm replacing the back with the zipper, and I will include the buttons if they do wish to sew them back on. So with the initial soak in Retro Wash Dawn, I am seeing that some of the pearl finish is coming off of some of the beads, which I was anticipating. But we shall keep moving on, and now on to doing some rinsing and on to now the sodium perborate, which is going to hopefully remove those underarm stains and then also help brighten the dress a bit. So you dissolve that in boiling water, did 1 cup. But I'm doing all of these soaks in a temperature of no more than 88 degrees Fahrenheit because, again, I'm assuming there's at least some silk in this fabric, and you don't want to do a hot temperature because that can damage the silk. So I let the dress soak in the tub, inside my tub, from 9 p.m. Tuesday until 9 a.m. Thursday. And yay, those underarms are so much better. I was really happy to see that. So now on to some rinsing. And then now to get the sodium perborate off, I do a round of washing, which I'm doing retro wash. And with silks, I like to add a little bit of vinegar to one of the rinse cycles. That helps kind of soften it and condition it, and can also pull out a little bit of any soap residue that may be in there. And I took it outside to kind of get a better look at what we have here, and then did some rinsing on my mesh rack outside. It's pretty to see those beads. I let the train dry outside for a bit, and then towel rolled the dress inside. So I'm putting it on my mannequin to let it dry, and oh my goodness, did it shrink. So even though I did it in cool water, the temperature was no more than 88 degrees, it's the lining on this dress. And I have had this happen in another dress in the past. So the outer fabric, I think, was fine, but the lining, I'm guessing, has some rayon in it as well. It's a woven lining, really shrunk. So I'm coaxing it. It's still damp, and this is totally dicey. I could rip it at any time, but I'm just trying to gently, it doesn't maybe seem like I am, but I'm being gentle and trying to just little by little, trying to work it back again. And I did some steaming, and then I ended up getting this far, so I was pretty close. So now I'm going to take off those button loops because, again, I'm replacing it with the zipper. So I took all of those out, and on the sleeves, I just tucked them under. So if they did decide to do all the buttons on the sleeves, they can do that. So I had a little bit of room in the bodice side seam, so I kind of had to go backwards and take some seams apart and released a little bit of seams, and then also that band, and stitched the zipper back on by hand because I just felt I had better control. So with all of these different things, it did allow me to get the dress kind of back to its original size again. It took some effort, and I was holding my breath for so much of this. But it all worked out. So now onto the pressing. I have to say, whatever this material is not the most satisfying thing to press because, you can press and steam and all this, and there's still little wrinkles that show. But of course, it's obviously much better. And then that band underneath the bodice there, when it's on a bias, sometimes they get kind of wonky. And then for the beads, I kind of pressed as much as I could up to them, and then I put it on A sleeve board, I tried putting it on face down in a towel, but that just really was not working. And then I did some steaming to try to get the rest out. And again, it's not perfect, but it's so much better. And then those cute little bows that are, it's also on the dress, but then also two of them on the shoulders of that Watteau train cape kind of thing on the back there. So to kind of press those without doing them flat, I rolled up a piece of fabric and just made a roll out of it, stuck it inside there, and kind of used that to be able to press that. Again, I didn't want to have a crease and have it be flat. I wanted to have a little more dimension like it would have originally. So that's how I was able to do that. So here was what that bow looked like before, and that's how it turned out. And here is that train. It's really quite amazing. So inside the train has all these snap fasteners, and it's to be able to bustle the train, which is pretty unique. So that's what it looks like when it is bustled. And here is the dress now. There's a before and after. And it did brighten up, obviously. So the sleeves, obviously the stains came out. I'm so happy about that. The underarms look great. So the reason why I'm not, calling this a complete success is it still does have some of that shrinking. So you can see kind of a little bit of disparity in the size between the lining and the outer fabric. I mean, it's much better than after it was first washed. But despite that, obviously, I think it was worth all this effort because it is wearable again now, where it wasn't before. So I'm hoping somebody thinks this is still worthy and it is beautiful 60 years later.